Hey guys, Gossip and Reactions, Marie's take. This story about this 5-year-old kind of touched my heart because I have 4 kids myself and I can imagine how she's no longer with us. It's really painful. Child rights advocates ask why state left slain 5-year-old Kansas girl in a clear, unstable home. Zoe Felix's short life was filled with turbulence. Before the 5-year-old Topeka girl was the R word and the K word, worried neighbors say they saw her wandering dirty and hungry. Police were called out to her home dozens of times. Teachers raised alarms when she missed preschool. Records show both parents alleged abuse. Zoe's mom was jailed for a drunk car crash with Zoe in the front seat. State welfare officials were notified. In September, Zoe and her father moved out, and neighbors believe they began camping in a nearby vacant lot. Weeks later, Zoe was killed, and Michael Cherry, a 25-year-old homeless man, was charged in her death. Public anger over Zoe's October 2nd death has focused on her parents, but child advocates are asking why police in Kansas Embattled Department for Children and Families left her in a dangerous environment. Our society's collective failure to support and protect Zoe is heartbreaking and unconscionable, said Shakti Belware, executive director at the National Center for Youth Law, which sued state over problems with its child welfare system. Cherry is charged with first-degree murder and the R word and capital murder and could face the death penalty. Cherry's attorney, Mark Manna of the Kansas Death Penalty Defense Unit, has declined to comment. Cherry's family didn't respond to messages. Authorities confirmed that Cherry once lived at the same address as Zoe, but he was homeless when he was arrested. Probably he's seen and know the situation of Zoe's family, and he said, okay, if I do anything to her, nobody would come in her defense. That's why he chose to do that to her, which is heart-wrenching. The Associated Press examined dozens of court record and police record that detail Zoe's chaotic home life. Both parents alleged abuse against each other, and police were called to the home dozens of times as Zoe moved in and out. Zoe's mother told the AP via Facebook that her husband, Zoe's father, had custody. She declined to respond to other questions. Neither parents responded to phone messages. A person who identified herself as a grandmother declined comment. Police say the investigation is ongoing, but it's not yet clear that anyone else will be charged. Laura Howard, the top administrator for the Department of Children and Families, described Zoe's case as a tragic. During an October 4 legislative committee hearing, but didn't elaborate. The agency has yet to release any information. How was the child not removed? It doesn't make any sense, said Mike Funkert, deputy director of Kansas Appleseed, whose group also sued the state. On the block where Zoe had lived, neighbors Shaniqua Bradley and other neighbors said Zoe sometimes wore the same outfit for a week. They bathed her and gave her clean clothes. Bradley washed the girl, maided her, fed her, and said she called child welfare. In July and August of 2022, Zoe's mother was arrested twice for domestic battery with her husband listed as the victim in one case, her teenage daughter in the other. Amid the turmoil, Zoe sometimes showed up to preschool dirty without socks, underwear, or a coat, said Sasha Camacho, a paraprofessional in Zoe's class who notified the school social worker. In November, Zoe's mother was charged with driving drunk with an open container and Zoe in her car. Zoe's father obtained a protection from abuse order against his wife and secure custody. So his mother remained in jail through March 2023, and a judge referred the case to the State Department for Children and Families. Court records show Camacho said Zoe met with child welfare officers at least twice that fall. Zoe missed a lot of preschool and in March stopped attending entirely, Camacho said. The school district said Zoe didn't attend kindergarten this fall. Those are signs something is happening. Do something. She's been in the record. She been in the system. So if she's not in school, something happened. These people missed a lot of red flags that could have saved that child life. Only 5. Come on. She could not fight for herself. And you guys fail her over and over, and it's really sad to report this story. Whew. In March, Zoe's mom pleaded guilty to felony, aggravated battery, and driving under the influence, and was sentenced to probation. All the charges were dismissed, and the plea agreement said she could have no contact with Zoe. Court records show Zoe's situation grew increasingly unstable when her father and his girlfriend were evicted from their apartment, and Zoe and her father moved back in with her mother despite his protection from abuse order. Cherry, a friend of Zoe's teenage sister, moved in with them too. On September 5th, neighbors Desiree Myers called police saying Zoe had been home alone since yesterday with a strange man. There was no water or electricity at the home. She said Zoe couldn't name the man. City spokeswoman Gretchen Spiker said officers met with Zoe at the home, saw she was in good spirits, and made a report to child welfare. Zoe's father told them the girl wasn't living there. The home was temporarily condemned. Funkert of Kansas Appleseed said it would be a huge failure if no one from child welfare followed up to establish where Zoe was living. Police returned September 19, and Bradley said she heard Zoe's mom saying everyone had to leave. Police reports do not explain where Zoe, her sister, her father, and Cherry went, but neighbors said they live in a makeshift camp in the vacant lot. Just before 6 p.m. on October 2nd, the first call, 5-year-old unresponsive. Emergency crews to the gas station. A fire department incident report says Zoe's father said someone took her body to the gas station where he worked, although it does not say who. Emergency responders performed life-saving measures at the scene, but Zoe was pronounced dead at a hospital. The police report doesn't say how she died. A memorial for Zoe soon appeared nearby with flowers, balloons, and toys. Again, if you follow the whole story, the system failed Zoe. Her parents failed her. She was only 5. She could not protect herself. She could not save herself. And hopefully she'll be in a better place now. She would not have to suffer again. And I hope this story would stop being published, because something should have been done. The child was in danger, and the system failed her. Subscribe and let me know how you feel. Bye. Thank you.